Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about transit Mars sextile or trine one's natal ascendant. Now, this transit may manifest in courage, action, initiative, drive, motivation, and energy. Could be in harmony with your physical body, and we'll elaborate and expound on that. Well, the thing is, you're going to feel at this time more likely than not, I would say, to have the energy to do things for your physical body, whether it could be working out vigorously, it could be matters pertaining to your career, your business, or maybe a favor you're doing for somebody. It could be running errands, as an example. If you have, say, the transit of Mars, from the third house, as an example. Could be doing something, running errands, making short journeys for people. It could be doing something with vehicles, such as something that requires manual dexterity, and that could be true if Mars transit Mars in Gemini could be another example. So it's also a time where you have more the enthusiasm, the drive, the motivation to take care of your appearance more at this time, more so than usual. Somebody that has a Virgo ascendant, for example, may want to appear very neat, meticulously dressed, and clean. And this is a time where there's even more drive and motivation to do so for as far as having your best appearance, whether it could be making a first impression on somebody. First impressions, of course, are associated with the ascendant as well. It could be maybe you're just want to feel better about yourself. There could be issues, as far as for self-worth and self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. That could be tied in as well. I understand too that when you look at this transit, okay, the ascendant is about our outlook as well, and it's more, I would say, more positivity in your outlook at this time, more so than usual. Even if you said, let's say, for example, if you have your ascendant in Capricorn, the outlook for Capricorn can be on life maybe somewhat negative or pessimistic. I'm saying it's all bad, but it can also be connected with being just very methodical as well, and very just doing things and with a lot of pragmatism, practicality. But when you have this transit, it can give, I would say, it's more positive energy associated with what's your outlook, what is going to happen for you, on as far as your life goes. Your general outlook on life will generally be more positive than it is ordinarily during this transit. And the thing is too, it's also about, it's about Mars is connected with action. It could be taking action and having the physical energy in order to do so, or if there's something associated, say, with the physical body that needs to be addressed. This is the time where you be more likely than not to take that action on it. If you have say if your ascendant is in Sagittarius, there may be some issues with the hips or the thighs, the sciatic nerve, the liver that need to be addressed. And this is the time to actually, where you have more of the courage and the drive to be able to take care of it and do something about it at this time. And another thing too, keep in mind Mars is also about combat, confrontation. And the thing is, the ascendant is connected with the early childhood. It could reflect people that were prominent in our early childhood. It could be a grandparent as well. If there's something where you had to confront one or more of these people about, this could be the time more so than usual that you would be able to do so, and have the ability say your piece, basically. But it's also a time, I would say, as well, where the repercussions wouldn't be quite as negative, because you're talking about a positive aspect from the transit of Mars to the natal ascendant. It's also a time about having the courage and the drive, the energy, the motivation for new beginnings as well. And let's say if you're ascendant As in Taurus as an example, like mine, it could be doing something with bank. New beginnings could be associated like with banking or finance, or working as a stockbroker, a pawnbroker, geology, as some examples. And it could be flavored with more persistence, since we're talking about the zodiac sign Taurus. And the thing about this too, and Mars is also is connected with enterprise and initiative. So it's more of a time to have the enterprise taking the initiative in doing things. It could be, again, it could be for people that were in your prominent in your early childhood. It could be a grandparent in some cases. Um, and maybe if the ascendant is in Scorpio, it could be, Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies a Scorpio characteristics. Now the ascendant is also connected. It's the qualities that one may naturally express. It's our astrological mask, our facade, and it's more of a time where when you have this transit, it's about really being more motivated and driven to bring out the positive energy associated with your rising sign. And it's a time where Mars is about courage. It can be bringing out that energy, and it could be in ways that could benefit you, and it could be tied in again to making a good first impression on someone. Say if you're looking for potential significant other, it's a time where you're more where you could be more driven, have the courage to bringing out your positive attributes associated with your ascendant in the process. And again, it could be a good time for connections. It could be with sexual partners. The transit, Mars, say, is in Gemini. Maybe Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant people are simply ones that embody Gemini traits. It could be people that may be a little bit mercurial, or maybe it could be vivacious or animated, youthful people. People that are that enjoy mental stimulation, assimilating information, as some examples. And the thing about this too, it's really having at this time of this transit. Remember that the ascendant is connected with energy and vitality, and Mars is as well. So it can be a very auspicious time, say, for just having the right, really having that energy you need just to do things in general. And it's being able to do things, again, with that enthusiasm, the drive, the motivation, to do things that may require a certain physical energy at this time, more so than usual. Mars is also about leadership, and it's more a time when you can incorporate the leadership ability in yourself, and being able to do so, lead the way, and it won't come across as being overbearing, or somebody that just is trying to be safe. You're at a job and you're trying to exhibit some leadership prowess and ability. It's not just done in a way just to move yourself up the ranking, so to speak. It's done in a way to be beneficial, more so than usual, I would say, because it is a good aspect to the ascendant. So anyway, well, the next thing I want to talk about, another way that this transit can manifest, it could be about having the drive and motivation, which is Mars, for new beginnings, which is the ascendant. Now let's say, for example, if your natal ascendant is in Aries, those new beginnings can include firefighting, welding, it could be arson investigation, it could be doing something, it could be what would be seen as a volatile sport, maybe like football or hockey, or one that involves combat like judo or boxing or karate, as some examples. In the new beginnings may be flavored, with more, in fact, we're talking about the zodiac sign Aries, may be flavored with more initiative and impatience in doing so, starting new things with little procrastination or hesitation. Now, another thing is, it's about really, when you have this transit, it could be very positive for having the vitality and energy, which is Mars. and to do things connected with the physical body, which is the ascendant. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back, but anyway. Now, if the ascendant is in Gemini, as an example, it could be, maybe it's building muscle mass in Mars, it's really, I would say Mars could be connected with the muscles, has a connection with that. And in the biceps and forearms, versus Gemini, of course, is associated with the arms. It could be somebody working out vigorously to improve, the size of their arms, their forearms. And it might be a time too where the sexual partner, which is Mars, could be connected with Mars, could be more in harmony with the qualities that you naturally express, which is the ascendant. Let's say, for example, if the ascendant is in the zodiac sign Cancer, it could be very nurturing, sympathetic, devoted, dedicated, tenacious qualities that are naturally exhibited, that you naturally exude. And it could also be a time where it's auspicious to take action, which is Mars, in making a first impression, which is the ascendant, on others. Say, for example, if the natal ascendant is in Libra, it could be by being very persuasive, charming, diplomatic, tactful. It might be as well, when you have this transit, it could be very propitious to take the initiative in a relationship. Initiative is connected with Mars, and you're wondering, well, why would that be? Because when you have this transit of Mars making a sextile or trine to your natal ascendant, naturally it's going to be making a sextile or trine to your natal 7th house cusp. So at this time, it could be a good time as well to take the initiative in a relationship. And let's say if your 7th house cusp, for example, has Leo on it, it could be a Leo sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies Leo characteristics. It might be somebody that's very loyal, person that could be affectionate, that could be magnanimous and generous, but yet might be boastful or arrogant and domineering, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.